Manju from Government High School, Dodaganigari, working as English language teacher in Hassan Taluk, Hassan district. Children, today I wish to speak on question tag. I'd like to focus on question tags. Dear learners, you are very aware that in the SSLC question paper, we are likely to see 1 mark question on question tags. It may appear in the first segment like MCQ, or it may be in the do as directed part. Today I would like to speak on question tags. How question tag can be done. What rules you may apply while joining the question tag for the given statement. Let me begin with the concept on question tags. What do you mean by question tag? Question tag means it is a mini question often put at the end of a statement. Mini means very small. It's a mini question often put at the end of the statement. I am repeating once again. It's a mini statement often put at the end of a statement. For a statement, you are joining the question tag. Now, tag means to add or join or fix. These are the meaning you are likely to see in the dictionary. Now, question tag means it is a semantical process. After joining the question tag, you ought to get the semanticity in that particular. Semanticity means it is meaning bounded. Lexically, we are joining the question tag. After joining the question tag, semantically, we ought to understand the meaning. Why do we use question tags? It's very simple. To get an agreement with the listener. If you add a question tag at the end of a statement, you will getting an agreement. Means whether the listener has agreed or not. For the convenience of speech act or while doing the conversation or we're making a piece of dialogue with others, we tend to use the concept on question tag. Literally, when it is come to the part of an examination point of view, how easily you can get 1 mark by applying the rules on question tag. Now let us go with the statement. As I was saying, it's a mini question often put at the end of a statement. If I want to be very clear, statement means it is nothing but a sentence. You are already aware. A statement and a sentence will consisting of subject, verb and object. Subject means doer act action. Verb means it's an action word. Object means when the action is passing over on particular thing. That is called object, passing over. Action should pass over. I am not going to define very clearly as subject, verb and object because you are already aware. Keeping that information, I am moving. Now let us define question tag with taking an example or with an illustration. Now look at the sentence, Swami was reading under the hall. Now if I want to segregate, if I want to divide this sentence into many parts, Swami is subject, was is an auxiliary verb, reading main verb, under the hall is object. Now for joining the question tag, what rule we have to apply here? Sir, when we get confused, where we have to glance, where we have to look at for getting the question tag. Primarily, I'll give one explanation. Always question tag will take either it in the form of primary auxiliary. Primary auxiliary means be form of verbs. Be means, as I said, it auxiliaries like am, is, are, were, was. Or it may be in the form of do. Do means do form of verbs means do, does and did. Have form means have, has and had. When the statement is given for question tag, always, I'm using the word always, either it will be, the question tag will be from these auxiliary, that is primary auxiliary. It may be with be form, it may be with do form, it may be with have form, or it may be with the modal auxiliaries. Modal auxiliaries, you are very aware. You have a knowledge on modal auxiliary. Modal auxiliaries are like can, could, may, might, shall, should, must, ought to, dare, need to, used to. So these are the words you are very aware, and these labeled as, these words are labeled as, this vocabulary is labeled as modal auxiliaries. My question is, whenever you are going to join a question tag, you are going to add a question tag, either it may be in the primary auxiliary or it may be in the modal auxiliary. Now this one rule is over. Second rule, come to the statement or the sentence first. Now Swami is the subject. After that we have an auxiliary, that is was, then main verb, that is reading under the horn. You glance on only auxiliary verb and a main verb. Don't take consideration on the object part. You have to concentrate on the auxiliary verb part and the main verb part. If a statement has an auxiliary first, take 100% glance on auxiliary verb first. Which auxiliary they have been given in the statement of the same auxiliary, right? The same auxiliary. Then you proceed for the next step. Now, when you witness, when you see the auxiliary verb in the sentence, take the same auxiliary and write it. Then move further and identify whether it is a positive statement or a negative statement. For that, I am going to give one more clue. If a statement has no, not, any, hardly, and never, if you come across these words, if you notice, if you glance these words, it is understood that it is a negative statement. But here, we are not witnessing no, not, never, hardly. Such words we are not going to witness here. So, let's make it as a consideration that it is a positive statement. So after recognizing it is a positive statement, it's a rule. For a positive statement, we ought to join negative form. So NOT not is the negative form. Make it as contraction like NT. Now you may be observing that why you after N we have put a apostrophe. Apostrophe means omission of a letter. If you are not writing a letter, don't pronounce that particular sound. So that will be like NT form. That is int. Now take the same int here, wasn't, it's over. Then move for the subject. Now move, Swami is the subject. Swami is a male. Then add the third person singular, that is he. Then add a question mark. So if it is male, you join him. If it is female, you can join she. Other than male and female, whatever it comes, you join it. It goes on. Because question tag will take either he, she or it. So now if you find a male name, add he. If you are recognizing female name, add she. Then other than that, whatever comes, it may be an animal name, it may be a thing, or it may be whatever it may be. It may be an object. So take consideration as it. Now here he, then don't forget to join this question mark. Then you are able to get question tag now. Swami was reading under the hall, wasn't he? Wasn't he? Now I'd like to move one more example. Mohan dropped a glass. Now look at the statement and segregate or divide the statement into subject, verb and object. So Mohan is the subject, dropped is a verb and a glass is an object. Now I was repeatedly saying, I'm repeating the definition of question tag. Please glance on subject and verb, not an object. Now, after glancing subject Mohan, concentrate on verb. Now, verb is in V2, that is past tense. Now, when I was saying, always the question tag will take either in the B form of auxiliary or in the modal auxiliary. Now, we are finding main verb here. Now, if you find main verb, identify the auxiliary first. how do we identify the auxiliary verb in the main verb? Now, in this particular case, drop, it is ended by ed, that is called past tense. Now, if you put the formula, that is did plus drop equals dropped. Did plus drop equals dropped. Now, take an auxiliary here, did, and identify where is it a negative statement or a positive statement. Now, no, not, never, we are not identifying here. It's a positive statement. Add nt for a negative tag, negative formation. Then didn't. Then come for the subject Mohan. Then Mohan is a male. Add he. Then add a question mark. Did it? He. Now one more example I'd like to give. The devil will pull him out. So it is in the statement is in the discovery lesson. Now look at the statement here. Now divide the statement into subject, verb and object. Here the devil is subject, will is modal auxiliary, pull is main verb and rest of the sentence is object. Okay. Now first rule we have to identify, as I was saying in the beginning, identify the auxiliary first. Whether it may be primary auxiliary or it may be a modal auxiliary. Now will is a modal auxiliary and we have pull a main verb. So when you are getting a modal auxiliary or a B form of auxiliary, concentrate on that auxiliary. Don't move for a main verb. Now after concentrating a modal auxiliary, take the modal auxiliary here. Next step is you have to identify whether it is a negative statement or a positive statement. Now we are not looking any words like no, not, never, hardly. Now it is considered as positive statement. Now add nt form. So now if you add will plus not, it will be owned. Will plus not equal to owned. So owned, after writing owned, now come for the subject as I was saying, the devil. You are not finding any male name or a female name. Now devil refers to it. So add it and put a question mark, that is question tag. This is how you can work on with statements. It is better if you refer the textbook sentences or any other sentences. If you are preferably going to make a choice on your own, it's also right. Try out with 10 to 15 sentences per day, then you will accommodate how to add question tag. And there are certain rules about question tag. Still there are two or three rules on question tag. In the upcoming video lessons, I am going to say those rules. Today I hope you have understood three sentences, three statements I have taken and I have briefly explained about question tag. Thank you. Thank you for watching my video. If at all any doubts, please call over to my phone. Thank you one and all.